So friends, now we'll discuss three important notes on parabola, and all of these three notes are very useful for numericals. Okay, so please look very carefully and we'll go through in details. So the first note is if 81 square comma 281 and 82 square comma 282 be the ends of any focal chord of the parabola y square is equal to 4x, then the value of t1 into t2 become minus 1. Okay, so please note it. If 81 square comma 281 and 82 square comma 282 be the ends of any focal chord, of y square is equal to 4ax. Any focal chord means the chord passing through the focus of the parabola are known as focal chord, you know very well. So if 81 square comma 281 and 82 square comma 282 be the terminal points or ends of any focal chord, then the relation between t1 and t2 become minus 1. So then t1 into t2 become minus 1. Okay, so you please remember this note. Now we are going to detail, that is how this t1 into t2 become minus 1. Okay, so first of all we will draw the parabola and we will draw that whole diagram related with this. So drawing the x and y coordinate, y axis, and this is the parabola y square is equal to 4x. Okay, so if this is a focal chord, that is chord passing through the focus, that means this point is the focus, and let P and Q be the focal chord. Now coordinate of the point P, just assume 81 square comma 281 and the point Q is 82 square comma 282. So this is 82 square comma 282 and this is a t1 square comma 281. Okay, then the value of t1 into t2 we have to prove is equal to minus 1. It is clear to us focus of the parabola y square is equal to 4x has coordinate a comma 0. So we are writing is as a comma 0. Okay. Now look, PS is the focal chord. Now the slope of PS and the slope of SQ are equal. Why? Because both PS and SQ lies on the chord PQ. Got it? So we can write slope of PS is equal to slope of SQ. Now what is the value of slope of PS? If we apply the formula slope is equal to y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2, we can say slope of PS is nothing but 2at1 minus of 0 divided by at1 square minus of a. Okay. Similarly, the slope of SQ can be determined by the points a comma 0 and at2 square comma 282. In the way 282 minus of 0 divided by at2 square minus of a. Clear? Now just simplify it. We can cancel 2a from the numerator of the both side and a from the denominator of the both side. So this will be t1 divided by t1 square minus of 1 is equal to t2 divided by t2 square minus of 1. Okay. So make the cross multiplication. We'll get t1 into t2 square minus of t1 is equal to t1 square into t2 minus of t2. Okay. Now shift this minus t1 in the right hand side and shift this t1 t2 square in the left hand side. So what we will get? T1 into T2 square minus T1 square into T2 is equal to T1 minus of T2. Now we can take common T1 T2 from the left hand side. So what we will get? Taking common T1 into T2 in the left hand side, we get T2 minus of T1. So T1 into T2 minus of T1, and the right hand side is T1 minus of T2. So T1 minus of T2 in the right hand side can be written as minus of T2 minus of T1. Now we can cancel T2 minus of T1 from the both sides, as T2 minus of T1 is non-zero, because if T2 minus T1 is equal to 0, then T1 is equal to T2, and for T1 is equal to T2, this P point and Q point will be coincide to each other, so which violate our given discussions. Okay, so obviously T1 T2 are distinct, that is why T1 minus T2 is non-zero. So we can cancel from both sides T1 minus of T2. So what we'll get? We get T1 into T2 is equal to minus 1. Okay, so in this way we can prove T1 into T2 is equal to minus 1 when AT1 square comma 281 and AT2 square comma 282 be the ends of any focal chord. Clear? This is very useful, as I told you, for numericals. Normally the types of questions of focal chord, when one end of any focal chord of the parabola is given, then to find the another end, we can directly use this property. Okay, we'll discuss the numerical based on this later. So now come on the next short trick related with the parabola. So now we are discussing the point 2, that is, for a parabola y square is equal to 4ax, if PQ is any focal chord where S is the focus, then the segment PS, 2A and SQ are in the harmonic progression. Okay, so let's first write the note. So note 2 is, if PQ is a focal chord of y square is equal to 4ax and S be the focus, of the parabola, then the segment PS, 2A and SQ are in the HP. So then PS, 2A and SQ are in the harmonic progression, are in the HP. Okay, so if suppose PS is equal to L1 and SQ is equal to L2, then we can say then L1, 2A, L2 are in harmonic progression. Okay, clear? So for your better understanding, I am drawing a diagram to understand this. Look. So let's the parabolize y square is equal to 4ax. Okay. And this is any focal chord of the parabola. The focal chord is PQ, where S be the focus. Okay, equation of the parabola is y square is equal to 4ax. Now, the segment PS, suppose it is L1 and the segment SQ, suppose its length is L2, then L1, 2A and L2 are in the harmonic progression. Okay, so from here we can say 1 by L1 plus of 1 by L2 is equal to 2 by 2a. Is it? So we can say 1 by L1 plus of 1 by L2 is equal to 1 by A. Very important relation, you must remember. It is very useful for your numerical. Now we are going to details, that is how we can prove that this segment L1, 2A and L2 are in the harmonic progression. Okay, so let's look how to prove this. So we are going to prove that how the segment L1, 2A and L2 are in the harmonic progression. So for this, just first of all we assume the coordinate of the point P is 81 square comma 281 and the coordinate of the point Q is 82 square comma 282. So we are assuming the coordinate of the point P is 81 square comma 281 and coordinate of the point Q is 82 square comma 282. Okay, clear? So let P is 81 square comma 281 and Q is 82 square comma 282. As S is the focus of this parabola, so obviously the coordinate of the focus is a comma 0. So also S is a comma 0. Now what is the value of L1? We can apply the distance formula between 81 square to 81 and a comma 0. So finding L1. So now L1 is equal to square root of 81 square minus a whole square, sure, that is x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, applying the distance formula simply. So this is equal to L1 is so L1 is equal to 81 square minus a whole square plus 281 minus of 0 whole square. Is it clear? So if we simplify it, what we will get? L1 is equal to square root of, just take common a, so a square will be outside. So a square into t1 square minus of 1 whole square plus, we can write these portions as 4a square t1 square. Is it? Now taking common a square from both of the part and make outside. So what is the value of L1? It is a into square root of t1 square minus of 1 whole square plus of 4 t1 square. Okay. Now this is a minus b whole square plus 4ab type. So that can be written as a plus b whole square. So these portions can be written as a into square root of t1 square plus of 1 whole square. So what is the value of L1? The value of L1 can be written as a into t1 square plus of 1. Okay. So similarly, we can find the value of L2 by applying the distance formula between 82 square comma 282 and a comma 0. So we can write similarly L2 is equal to, just substitute T1 by T2. So we will get, if we substitute T1 by T2, we will get this point. Okay. So the length L2 can be directly written as A into T2 square plus of 1. Now one of the very interesting point we will use here, that is the note number 1. As it is a focal chord, and endpoints are T1 square 281 and T2 square 282. So obviously the value of T1, T2 become minus 1 here. T1, T2 become minus 1. Why T1, T2 become minus 1? As T1 is the parameter of one end of the focal chord and T2 is the parameter of another end of the focal chord. Just in the previous discussions, we proved that T1 into T2 is minus 1. So we are using this trick here. So in this case, if we use T1 into T2 is equal to minus 1, then the value of T2 become what? Minus 1 by T1. So substituting this value of T2 by minus 1 by T1. So we can write L2 is equal to A into 1 by T1 square plus of 1. Okay, clear? Why we write this? As T1 into T2 become minus 1. So using this trick. So what is the value of L2 we get? So the value of L2 we get A into 1 plus of T1 square divided by T1 square. Now find out the value of 1 by L1 plus of 1 by L2. So look, therefore 1 by L1 plus of 1 by L2. What is the result? 1 by L1 will be obviously 1 divided by A into T1 square plus of 1. So we are writing 1 divided by A into T1 square plus of 1. Okay, plus is there, and then 1 by L2. What we get about L2? L2 is A into 1 plus of T1 square divided by T1 square. So if we reciprocate it, so T1 square will be at numerator and A into 1 plus T1 square will be at the denominator. So 1 by L2 can be written as T1 square divided by A into 1 plus of T1 square. Okay, clear? So just make the simplification. We'll get what? 1 plus T1 square divided by A into T1 square plus of 1. Now obviously look on the numerator and denominator. From numerator and denominator we can cancel 1 plus of T1 square and 1 plus of T1 square. Okay, so what is the result? The result is 1 by A. So what we get? 1 by L1 plus of 1 by L2 is equal to 1 by A. So writing here, therefore we get 1 by L1 plus of 1 by L2 is equal to 1 by A. So this we have to prove, because in the initial we write what? 1 by L1 plus 1 by L2 is equal to 2 by 2A, that is 1 by 2A. You can write in this way also, 1 by L1 plus 1 by L2 is equal to 2 by 2A. That is, we can say L1, L2 and 2A are in the harmonic progression. So writing here, L1, 2A and L2 are in harmonic progression. Okay, so in this way we can prove this statement. Now come to the next statement, that is note number 3. Clear? So friend, now we are discussing point 3. If 81 square comma 281 and 82 square comma 282 be the ends of any chord of the parabola y square is equal to 4x, and if this chord subtend right angle at the vertex of the parabola, then the value of T1 into T2 become minus 4. Okay, very useful notes. Please remember this. So writing the notes again. If AT1 square comma 281 and AT2 square comma 282 be the ends of a chord of y square is equal to 4ax. So y square is equal to 4ax is the parabola and its any chord has ends AT1 square comma 281 and AT2 square comma 282. Okay. Now if this chord subtend right angle at the vertex. So if this chord produce right angle at the vertex of the parabola, okay, so if this chord produce right angle at the vertex of the parabola, then the value of T1 into T2 become minus 4. So this is the important note. Okay, so please remember, very useful for your numerical. Now let's go through the detail. So first of all, we'll draw the diagram. This is the parabola whose equation is y square is equal to 4ax, and this parabola has vertex at origin, is not it? So origin is the vertex of the parabola, y square is equal to 4x, we know it. Now if this is a chord and ends of this chord PQ are 81 square comma 281 and 82 square comma 282. So writing the coordinate of the point P is 81 square comma 281 and coordinate of the point is 82 square comma 282. So Q is 82 square comma 282 and P is 81 square comma 281. Now if this chord PQ sustain right angle with the vertex, that is the angle POQ is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so if this angle is 90 degree, then the value of T1 into T2 become what? Minus 1. Understand? Then the value of T1 into T2 become what? Minus 4. So that is T1 into T2 is equal to minus 4. So we have to prove it. Now to prove this, just look, PO and OQ are perpendicular to each other. So if the slope of PO is M1 and slope of OQ is M2, then M1 into M2 become what? Minus 1. So applying this property, easily we can prove the value of T1 into T2 become minus 4. Okay, so let's prove. Clearly, slope of PO, okay, into slope of QO is equal to minus 1 as PO and OQ are perpendicular by the given conditions. So let's calculate slope of PO. The ends of P and O are what? 81 square 281 and 0 comma 0 as origin has coordinate 0 comma 0. So applying the formula of slope, we get slope of PO is 281 minus 0 divided by 81 square minus of 0. Okay. Similarly, slope of QO can be written as 282 minus of 0 divided by 82 square minus of 0. Okay. And this become minus of 1. Clear? So what we get from here? At the numerator it is 4 because A are cancels from both numerator and denominator of each factors. So the numerator will be 4 into T1 T2 and the denominator will be T1 square into T2 square. So this is T1 square into T2 square is equal to minus 1. So we can write the value of T1 into T2 from here is equal to minus 4 as T1 T2 are cancels from both numerator and denominator. So this result T1 into T2 become minus 4. Okay, so thus we can prove. It is very easy, I think. So it is clear to us, one thing you must remember, if PQ is any focal chord, then T1 into T2 become what? Minus 1. We just discussed. So in this case, when PQ sustain right angle with the origins, then PQ should not be what? The focal chord. That is the point S, that is the focus, must be either the left hand side of this or right hand side of this point. Is not it? So S should not be this intersecting point, that is the intersecting point of chord and x-axis should not be S. Is it? Either it is the left hand side of this intersecting point or in the right hand side of this intersecting point. Is it? That is why PQ should not be what? The focal chord. Is it clear? So now come to the next discussions of the parabola.